everyone, we're back, and this time we have a dynamic duo for you. The two guys in our interview today have been friends for way longer than I've known either of them. I've got Ben Scott and Shon Osborn of the Midwest Rampage here, and both defense this year, although I know you've both been on both sides of the ball. Welcome. So you two, with the exception of Coach Christensen and Mike McCready, I think you guys have been had the most seasons with the team. So talk to me a little bit about how that has evolved over time.
A lot of faces have come and gone. A couple coaches. The coach that brought us to the Rampage is now gone. Coach Girdley, Josh has taken over in that case. Really, that's the biggest change. There's just been a lot of faces that have come through. We joined up in 2014, and we've seen a lot of people come and go. Seen some changes to the offense and defense, but that's the biggest change, the amount of people that have come through.
The biggest change for me and with all of this has been the friends to family bond that we had formerly and to what we have now. They were all considered family, but we never really kept close. And this group of guys now that we have jokes, laughs, plays together, watching their families grow from day one of them stepping in to where we are now. I think that's the biggest change, in my opinion.
Maybe, I know I didn't prep you for this one, but what stayed the same?
The atmosphere, definitely the atmosphere. From the start, it's been everyone about each other.
Things that have stayed the same is, I would say, the mentality of the competitor or the competitive nature that we all have. We all play for the love of the game. So that's the bond that brought us together.
You two, when the Rampage finished in 2018, chose not to play with another team. Now you are back for 2021. What are you most looking forward to after this time away about the upcoming season?
Hitting people. I cannot wait to get out and hit people again. There is no better feeling, especially on it's the same feeling but from different angles. When you're on offense, I had time on offensive line. At the end of a great play, everyone's celebrating, happy we achieved something there. But then there's just a feeling of gratitude of almost the violence that comes from a good defensive play.
I miss the common goal. Bunch of, I would say, strangers coming together to form one goal and one purpose. And then with that, going back, we could go out there and make a great hit, great play, come back on the sideline, laugh about it, like ha ha he he. Or on the flip side of that, we can mess up, go to the sideline, yell at each other. 10 seconds later, it's over. We're back to being best friends.
All right. You talked about best friends. Clearly, you guys fit that, because I feel like a 3+ hour drive each way to and from just your home games is something that is a bond that doesn't go away. You, for the first time in many, many years, both have a 30-minute or less drive to your home field. How does that affect your game day?
Well, for one, it's the only reason I'm playing, because the commute with two small kids, family would be out of the question. So I'm looking forward to that part of it. As far as game day, it just gives me a little bit longer to be antsy, because it's for me, it's hard to do anything on game day because my brain is already at the field thinking about all our preparations, what we've talked about. I'll probably watch a little more film on that day. And at least during the road trip, you had conversations, you had things going on to somewhat distract you as you're riding. Now I just got nothing to do but stand around and think about it.
My biggest change would be from where we were back then to not being parents and having just to take care of ourselves and then focus our time on that, like 3+ hour drives between sleeping, the road games, joking with each other too. Us being parents now, so therefore we have to take care of the kids, get approval from our wives and stuff. Subway's a ritual of mine. It will stay.
Yes.
So with that, my commute and hunger can be craved and satisfied sooner. But other than that, I don't know what would change. I haven't really experienced that, but it's a nice, pleasant change. And I'm ready to see what that's like this year.
Jumping back in here, Shon, can you imagine doing the Lake Benton Marathon now as fathers of 2 toddlers?
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about it.
You
Me
don't
either.
want to haul
Where we
small
were.
children 8 to 10 hours, whatever it was.
It was what, a 8-9 hour drive? I don't even want to think about trying to do that and come home and be a parent at the same time. I think I'd be dead.
All right.
Agreed.
In honor of this romance that we have going on here, I was joking with Shon that I feel like you guys are each other's longest relationship. We're going to play a game that they often play at weddings. And so, you know, the one where they hold up the bride's shoe or the groom's shoe? We're going to play him or me, because we can't be together to hold up cleats. So if you two would find your signs. All right. All right, it looks like you have a helper. This is what changed, Ben?
Yes, this is exactly my point. Before it would have been just me and him looking at each other at 5:30 in the morning saying, all right, talk to you later. And now we've got kids, and that dictates a large portion of our lives.
Yep.
All
Huge
right.
influence.
Do you have your signs?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, first question. Whose idea was it originally to go to the Rampage? All right, next question. Who has the longer, more intense pregame ritual? But you disagreed on that one.
I don't have to pull my jersey over. It's already on.
It's something he's been stuck on since day one. I don't like putting my jersey over my pads and putting my pads on. It doesn't feel right.
All right. Can you take
Question 3. Who slept more on your car trips?
I drove most of them, dude.
You did not.
I've still got pictures of you sleeping in the car on the way home from Pomeroy.
I got some of those too.
Who is going to have the most fumble recoveries this year? Last one. Whose NFL team is more likely to win the division next year?
Carson Wentz can't lead.
Derrick Henry can't do it all forever on his own.
We'll have to wait and see how that one goes. All right, guys, I got one last question for you. I have to pull up my list for this one. All right, you guys are 51 and 53 for numbers in football. You both married Rampage photographers. You were both fans of teams in the AFC South. You both got married on playoff weekends, missing the game, and in each other's weddings, so really 2 games. You both have 2 daughters within months of each other. Both recently moved to your wives' hometowns. What's the next thing you're both going to do?
Win another championship together. That's easy.
Yes. Like win another championship, and then why not try for another one after?
Because we're
Another
old.
kid or another championship?
Hold on.
Expect any less?
Oh, there.
All right, I have a guest, and she's gonna tell you. Come to subscribe. Rampage TV.
Rampage TV.
Subscribe to Rampage TV.
Thanks for joining me tonight, guys.
Thanks for having
problem.
Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to all the Rampage social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Visit our website at www.midwestrampagefootball.com.